Well, anyway.
So, Sonny, the bones are here? Abubadika?
Oh, yes. Yes, the bones are in Africa.
Get the shot of
The bones are in Africa, brothers. May the gods bless the bones.
Smiles on us.
And Africans no longer say those people. We're
right.
in trouble now. We're in trouble now. We're home.
That's right.
We're home. The troublemakers are home. That's why we had to leave anyway, huh? That's something.
Well, you're not supposed to be inexistent now. This was never supposed to have been.
They're teaching you.
You're never supposed to have retouched African soil after 500 years of slavery. You're supposed to have been dead by now, but you're not dead.
The United States government did everything they could to prevent them bones from reaching Africa. Everything they could. There are 11 empty seats here on this plane, and yet our delegations of tickets were canceled. The reservation was canceled, and they weren't allowed to get on this plane.
Why do you think they wanted to prevent that?
Because this is the beginning of their ending, evidently, because from here on in, next year there'll be thousands of people coming to visit the spot, the land of the return. We are interring these bones in the land that the government of Ghana has given us, and the land of the return will be the beginning of the return. And we are so excited about it, and today is a very important day for us.
That's right.
Very important day for us. So we give a blessing to God, and we say, we're home.
Can I add a statement?
Go ahead.
As far as my knowledge is concerned, and I'm a historian, this is the first time in the history of the relationship between Africa and the white Western world that's an African bones, as far as I know, has been taken from America and brought back to Africa to be reburied in the motherland. And to me, that's a historical occasion.
That's right.
As far as I know, this is the first time we ever taken African bones of the ones who they enslaved, brought them back to Africa to be buried on their motherland. And I think that's historical.
It is historical.
Yes.
What's even amazing about it is that this brother probably left here naked, in chains,
yes,
reached the shores of America, and then decided he wasn't going to have no parts of it and started running naked.
yes.
We don't know what he had on. And he had to run from South Carolina to New York City. Understand? So there had to be some kind of network there too.
Yes.
And finally, when he reached New York City, after running, pursued by dogs, slave masters, Ku Klux Klan, you can imagine who were looking for him to kill him. He finally gets work with the United States Navy, and while serving with the Navy, he dies fighting for the United States of America. And then they bury him in a swamp on a base in New York City called the Brooklyn Navy Yard, and we don't discover him for years. In fact, in 1926, they dug his body up and took him to another spot in New York City, reburied him, and then we discovered where he was at, and last year we dug his body up, and now it's here. It's a remarkable journey for this brother, and this journey is one that is symbolic of what we have always had to go through, and we say that now that the American black, who they say is automatic when it comes to the financial world, they take us for granted anyway. Well, it's all over now, because the finances now are going to come with us as we begin to come back to America. It's no longer going down south that we'll be calling home. It'll be Africa that we'll be calling home.
Which is the real home.
And which is the real home.
The real home.
We'll start building our homes here.
The plantation in the south was never our home.
Imagine an automobile built in Africa by us and competing with the American. Well, now in European American. If the Japanese can build cars in Japan after having an atomic bomb dropped on them, what do you think we're gonna be able to do?
I agree with you, brother.
Come
right
on.
on.
This is a big occasion for us.
Yes.
And it's really historic. And again, we thank the God for giving us the opportunity to finish this mission in our lifetime. And,
I applaud you, brother.
Don't applaud us, we all did this here, please. That's right. I was just thinking about Curtis Mayfield, who has a new album that he laid on while laying on his back, just released, where he's talking about the new order, the new world order.
Yeah.
And boy, the new world order is all about what's happening right here now. So we are really, really excited and happy about this occasion.